Hello everyone, this is Lupin and I'm back, and I have a new game now, Jenny LeClue Detectivu. I saw this game a little while back and I got it when it was on sale, but I didn't do it at first because, I purchased it because it was on sale, but then I realized, wait, can my laptop run and record this game at the same time without crashing? I don't know, because, that's why I didn't play it right away. I thought, according to the news, it was supposed to come out on the PlayStation at some point later, but it still hasn't, so I don't know. I thought I'd try test it out here. It seems to be working fine. Although if the game crashes on me, I guess we'll both find out, won't we? I have it windowed right now so I can actually record it. No, we're not quitting. This is an interesting thing. It's going to be a puzzle mystery game. Yay. Let's see, fix the subtitle options already. Fix that. Okay, so let's get started. I don't know how this thing saves. Is it autosave or do you save manually or, well, I guess I'll find out. Okay. Start a brand new game, erasing all your collectibles and progress. New game. New game plus. Confirm. Machine seems fine. Ooh. Curfew! Arthurton! You'll never leave. You'll never want to leave. No, you'll never leave. You'll never leave. Ha 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 ha. Oh, that's not creepy. Creepy. Ah, you gotta hold it. Is that the Barney song? Really? Wait, what? Hello? You're... what? Huh? This isn't how the cutscene's supposed to go. Oh, I was seeing A... It said A and D. I thought it was A and B. Oh, I'm not looking. Ugh. Okay, so I'm controlling you. Danger! No swimming! Walking around with a suitcase and in the rain in a coat. What are you? R.L. Stein? Accelerate. Yes, this is a great night to go out on a motorboat. You're standing in the boat. Why are you standing in the boat? You're not supposed to do that. Ah, crows. Or ravens. Oh, great. So it's one of these. See, this one is the middle ring twists the outer ring. Okay, so I guess you start with the middle ring. I said the middle ring. You want to get that lined up. From what I've seen people play this game up to a point. It's kind of a fairly far into the game, but I'm pretty sure that a lot of the game, maybe half of it or more than half, I still have not seen. So this isn't exactly, this isn't entirely blind. It's maybe half or 60% blind. Anyway, okay, first you do the middle one, then you do the outer one. Is that lined up? There we go. Because the one that I've seen other people do these types of puzzles, I guess the best way to work it is to leave the thing that moves by itself for last. Because that's the thing you can adjust. You know, you don't have to worry about, oh, it'll get screwed up. You know, blech. If it gets screwed up, you can adjust it. Blech. Okay, the middle ring moves the outer one, so you do that one first. Get the outer one. Get the middle ring in place, then you work on the outer one, get that in place, but moving the outer one makes the inner one move, but you can fix that pretty easily, because the inner one can move by itself without bothering the other two. There. Press the button. What? What? Is that a hatch? Yep. Good thing the motorboat has a hatch built, has its own hatch built into it, and that's a tunnel. Who are you? Going down. So you're just gonna leave the boat out there in the middle of the water? How does it stay in place? Well, I guess it's attached to the tube all the time. Yeah. Achievement unlocked. Welcome to Arthurton. Ah! Snoring. Snoring, snoring, snoring. Yeah! Yeah, I switched the subtitles to manual advance because I don't like auto advance. Well, I don't really prefer that, especially if I want to talk about something. What? Oh!
Oh, I must have dozed off.
Yeah, ow.
Perhaps we need a spot of tea to wake us up. What do you say, Rufus?
Woof. Oh, look at Rufus. Woof. 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 Woof.
Yes, quite right. Better get back to work. This book won't write itself. Maybe I should start somewhere easier. I'll come back to the prologue later. The sun rose over another perfect day in picturesque Arthurton.
Oh, it's a... Oh, right, it's the statue man.
To the casual observer, Arthurton seemed like any other small, quiet town.
What does it say? Home to the something... Wow, that is so faded, I can't... Is that his face on top of the sign? Really?
It was nestled in a valley between two mountains, lined by lustrous forests,
Oh, that is beautiful, I'll give you that.
and perched on the edge of a pristine lake. It had a main street with all the essentials, including a place to sip coffee.
Grubman's Grocery. Ross Brothers. Mr. Bean's Coffee Shop. Agatha Krusty's. Gale something Bait and Tackle. Pharmacy and Magic. The Great Placebo. Gale and Dan's Bait and Tackle. I think that's what that sign says. Aw.
It had schools, a college, a church, and a police station.
Looks kind of retro. Oh, jack-o'-lanterns.
It even had a museum no one ever visited.
Oh.
It was the kind of place you might find anywhere on your travels. Typical, maybe even forgettable.
Ouch.
But there was one thing in Arthurton that was unlike any other town in the whole world.
What, the mysterious man on the boat? An alien population?
Actually, it was a girl. Her name was Jenny LeClue.
Title character.
And she was the world's greatest detective.
Really? Huh? What is that ringing? Why does it...
Finkelstein residence.
Meanwhile, Jenny is wondering where that strange ringing is coming from. It seems to just come from everywhere at once.
Oh, hello, Glenda.
You don't sound happy.
Yes, he said he might ring. Okay, patch me through then.
They didn't have a comma before, hello in Hello Glenda. That's not right. Do. Cheery elevator music.
Richard? Yes, I got it. I did, and my answer is no. I understand that, but... Well, yes, of course, but...
Ooh.
No. Nothing is settled. I'm not going to do it. It goes against everything my books stand for. No, not yet, but... If I could just... Please, listen to what I'm saying.
Aw. Looks like the author's having some trouble. Let's examine your desk, sir. Letter to Finkelfans. Draft. Well, it's me again. Arthur K. Finkelstein. Finkelstein? No, I said Finkelstein. That's right. And here we are at book 38 of the Jenny LeClue series. Her most joyful adventure yet! Thank you for all the new Jenny LeClue fans out there. Thank you to all the new Jenny LeClue fans out there. 38 books. Wow, that is impressive. You have both been incredibly... But thank you to all the new Jenny LeClue fan... Blech. Let's start over. Blech. Thank you to all the new Jenny LeClue fans out there. You have both been incredibly supportive. So... He has 2 new fans? That's not good. To answer your questions, 1. Despite any rumors you may have heard, of course the Jenny books will continue, as long as there is ink in my pen and ribbon in my typewriter. Yes. 2. Yes, it will be more of the same. I refuse to change my formula. Arthurton will always be a safe and happy place. Wow, look at these names. I bet these are people who crowdfunded this game. That is so nice. Think about how those people must feel. I mean, their names are in the game. That's awesome. Aw. Watch it go. Can I actually knock this thing off his desk? Away with you, pencil. Away. Achievement unlocked. Pencil pusher. Can I move this? Can I interact with the lamp? Nothing for that? Ah, don't... What's in here? From the office of Richard Inkwell, the address erased. Inkwell Publishing and Bottle Cap Company. Bottle Cap? Dear Arthur. Ooh, letter from his publisher. That's potentially not good. Dear Arthur, hope all is well. Afraid I've got some bad news, old chum. There's no easy way to say it, so I've attached the latest book sales numbers. Blech! Oh, that's bad. Entry in the series. Copies sold in thousands. Ooh, that's bad. He's been progressively getting fewer and fewer sales with each book. Nowadays, young readers want more mystery and danger. You're losing them with Jenny's increasingly timid and repetitive adventures. One bit of good news. It's too late for the stores to cancel their orders for the next book. So we're going to give you one last go and see if you can breathe some life into the old girl. We want you to try a proper murder mystery. Start killing people off. That's... Didn't think he'd have to say that, would he? Apparently, Arthur marked this up. I am not a murderer! Add some drama. The bottom line is, if you don't step it up, I'm afraid it's a case of Jenny and the last hurrah! So, flip is... Yay. In other positive news, someone from a scratch at real newspaper, Arthur wrote, hack, finally, from a real newspaper, who Arthur thinks is a hack, finally reviewed your last book. Jenny LeClue and the Missing Marmalade Sandwich. This was your latest book? Arthur, I know you're upset about the whole thing, but... And I get that. I get where you're coming from, but if your latest book, a mystery book, was Jenny LeClue and the missing... a book about the world's greatest detective, which means it's probably mystery is involved, and your book is titled Jenny LeClue and the Missing Marmalade Sandwich, I can see where the problem is. Because that's, yeah. The 38th, and hopefully last, book in a series which is very much past its prime. Once a collection of mystery stories cherished by children all over the world, Jenny LeClue has since taken a nosedive into mediocrity. Blotted out. Oh, apparently the publisher took out the worst bits. Blotted out. Without reservation. Censored. Worst piece of something. I can just barely make that out. Arthur K. Finkelstein. Quality and something. In complete waste of time. I can make out that last line there. The only mystery left in Arthurton is how this trash keeps getting published. This reader nearly died of boredom. On a positive note, the book makes a great doorstop. Wouldn't know a good story if it bit you on the rump. Ooh. Yeah, that's pretty bad, but I can kind of see why you got that review, man. Unbelievable. Arthur writes, unbelievable. I imagine all this might come as a bit of a shock, but we've got to move with the times. Throw in a murder or two, a dash of real tragedy, and who knows, maybe you've got one great story left in you. I'll ring you later to discuss. Sorry about your career. Chin up, though, eh? Richard Inkwell. P.S. Squash next week? At least you'll have time to work on that backhand soon. Ooh. Ow. Wow. Oh boy. Poor Arthur. I think that is everything. The pencil that is lost. The perpetual motion in this thing. I forget what the actual name for that is. What is this? Richard Boucher 3000. Do you think that's everything? Poor...
You don't understand what you're asking
Poor Arthur.
for. You want me to turn Jenny's world upside down? Kill off my characters and destroy everything I've built over the last 30 years?
Wow.
Fine. I'll give you what you want.
Well, dude, if you're writing this series and you're continuing to write this series for this long, and if you want to keep writing it, and you're reducing yourself to writing about a missing marmalade sandwich as the main plot, because you don't name a book after B plot, you name it after A plot, after the A plot. Then you do need to do something about it, man.
But I warn you, I'm a stream of consciousness writer. And you have unleashed my fury.
Oh dear! A British writer's fury has been unleashed! The world shall tremble!
Good day, sir.
I said good day! Slam phone. What did I say? I said good day! Slam.
Boring? Predictable? Pah. Well, if it's murder they want, it's murder they'll get.
Yes. A lot of murder. The blood shall flow. He chicken pecks. Why? Is it just easier to animate? That's an interesting question.
Another perfect day in Arthurton.
But it wasn't.
But today was different.
It was cloudy.
And nothing would ever be the same again. To begin with, Jenny LeClue was dead.
What? I don't think they wanted you to kill off the protagonist of the books.
Her skin was pale.
This art is cute. Just saying.
Her eyes glassy and frozen.
Or just X's.
What cruel fate had befallen our beloved detective?
Oh, jeez. Look at her, she's bleeding. Ah!
No.
Ah!
Never move the victim.
You're alive! Why are you alive? How are you alive? What?
Mrs. LeClue, she's doing it again.
Jenny LeClue,
You are a dead body. Dead bodies don't talk.
Julie LeClue, former detective, teaches dumb students. Terrible cook, great mom.
but he's doing it wrong.
As wonderful as it would be if all cadavers were so talkative, we must deduce the cause of death without their help.
She's right.
With only the evidence laid before us.
Why don't they have seats? Oh, right, it's a lab. They don't... Well, they could still have seats in front of the lab tables.
We build a picture from the fragments left behind.
Mm-hmm.
We collect clues, interpret the data, and solve our puzzle one piece at a time.
Mm-hmm.
Until it feels as if the victim is speaking to us.
Yep.
But Jenny is right, Jonathan.
Yeah, there should be a comma after right. You know, it should be, but Jenny is right, comma, Jonathan. It's not really a huge thing, but it can make a difference grammatically speaking in the way a sentence, in the meaning of a sentence.
You mustn't disturb the crime scene. Vital evidence could be lost.
Sorry, Mrs. LeClue.
Yeah, there too. Comma, sorry, comma, Mrs. LeClue. And shouldn't there be a period after Mrs.? I think so, but maybe there's a little debate on that? Aw. I'm right.
You've all had a chance to study the body?
The very talkative
You
body?
can postulate how she met her demise.
Ooh, me. I think it was an accident.
Yeah, she obviously wasn't looking where she was going
So she slipped on the wet floor.
and cracked her head open. Like an egg.
Ow. Yeah.
And then she bled to death.
Yeah.
Really? How can you tell?
Well, there's a giant pool of blood around her head.
Yeah, I know. I was being sarcastic.
Oh. Actually, you're both wrong.
What?
What?
It was cold-blooded murder.
Murder.
Murder?
I know there's a little bit of a pause with the dialogue, and that may mess with the dialogue a little, but I really do prefer to have it manually advance than auto-advance.
Don't be ridiculous.
Where's the murder weapon?
There's no evidence anyone else was even here.
Oh, yes, there is. It was murder, and I can prove it.
The case of the dead lab assistant.
Jenny had read all the books. She'd absorbed all her mother's teachings. But there was nothing quite like getting your hands dirty.
How many people get the chance to solve their own murder?
None.
The first step in any good deduction was collecting evidence. Seemingly insignificant details could provide a vital piece of the puzzle.
First, I'll search the crime scene for clues.
Then she'd analyze the data. And finally,
Deduce the real cause of death.
I'm still wondering how this thing saves, because I don't know when to stop.
There's no doubt the victim lost a lot of blood.
Yep. 1 out of 8. What is this?
The victim has a green smudge on her lips. It's not lipstick.
What is that supposed to be, since this is, you know, prop stuff? X's for
without
eye?
her trusty bifocals, Jenny couldn't see the nose in front of her face. They were her window to the world, and the lens through which she focused her keen detective vision.
Literally. That is a very nice way to put it.
It wasn't Jenny's style to wear accessories. But this hair clip was the exception. Its function as a lockpick had saved Jenny from a long night trapped in her school locker.
Oh dear.
She'd worn it ever since.
Oh dear. Being trapped in your locker.
Jenny's blue sweater was scruffy and quite uncomfortable. But her grandmother had knitted it, and so it was her favorite.
Aww.
The more it itched, the closer she felt to her.
Aww. That's adorable. That's sweet. The ends justify the beans, Mr. Beans.
What a waste of perfectly good coffee.
Jenny's love for coffee was almost as strong as her passion for crime solving.
Should you really be drinking that much coffee at your age?
Chalky green residue on the rim. Smells like burnt matches.
Phosphorus? 6 out of 8. What's this tear here? I guess it's just a tear. She's wearing boots.
Approximately 8 sizes too big.
Yeah, those are pretty big for... Her feet can't be that
Covered in
big.
mud.
Her feet can't be that big, can they? Why are you wearing such huge shoes? Anything I'm missing? Or any other... Besides this, I'm guessing.
The floor is wet and slippery, but also immaculately clean.
I've seen enough. Time to wrap this case up.
Jenny was a meticulous record keeper, noting every relevant clue in her trusty journal. A great detective knew that solving a mystery was simply a matter of connecting the dots.
I'm certain this wasn't a mere accident. Now I just need to prove it. How do I know the victim didn't slip?
Okay, let's see. The things that don't fit. Oh, I see. Okay. Victim is wearing giant muddy boots. Floor is wet and squeaky clean, not a mark on it. Wait, how does it... I mean, like I said, I've seen people play this game, but that doesn't mean I remember exactly how to do everything.
The victim's boots are filthy.
Where are they? Oh, right, because the floor is clean. And she's wearing filthy boots. So if she'd walked in there with filthy boots, she would have left tracks if she slipped on a wet floor, but there are no tracks, so meaning her tracks would have been cleaned after she'd slipped. Or after she'd walked in. If she walked in with the muddy boots. Unless somebody killed her and then took her shoes and replaced them with huge muddy boots. And that's just weird.
They should have left big muddy footprints on the floor. So where are they?
Someone else is here. But who?
Either someone washed away her footprints, or she was carried here.
That too, I suppose. But why in the world is she wearing giant boots? Besides the muddy boots, why is she wearing boots that are way too big for her feet? Great gumshoe! Achievement unlocked!
Okay, that proves she didn't slip. So how did she actually die?
Now, if I remember
What was
correctly...
the real cause of death?
If I remember correctly... Okay, so let's check our options here. Ahem. The victim is lying in a fresh pool of sticky blood. Gross. Victim's lips are dry and crusty with stained green. That's weird. Victim is lying face up. Floor squeaky clean. No coffee left, just chalky green residue that smells of almonds. You said it smelled of burnt matches. Almonds? Almonds is this... If there's a residue that smells of almonds in your drink, the smell of almonds is cyanide. Almonds is cyanide. Burnt matches, I would think, would be phosphorus. Because, you know, phosphorus is what they use to make matches work. Anyway, it's the coffee cup, and... Obviously, there was something in her drink. Something green. That's weird, though. Coffee equal deadly, but delicious. Smells of burnt...
residue in the bottom of the victim's coffee cup.
Okay, so there is a little bit of a hiccup right here, a little error, because the coffee cup clue said it smelled of almonds, but the rest of the game says it smells of burnt matches. That is a mistake. Unless almonds are supposed to smell like burnt matches, which I don't think they are supposed to, but I've never really smelled almonds that I can recall. But that's actually a bit of a problem because, as I said, burnt matches would, to my memory, would indicate phosphorus, I think, because, again, phosphorus is used in matches, and I think it smells like that from what I remember. But almonds is the smell, bitter almonds, the smell of bitter almonds is cyanide, which is a completely different chemical, and whatever. That is a slight error. They should have fixed that.
It smells of burnt matches.
Yeah, a little inconsistency.
Phosphorus.
Right.
Also found in common garden fertilizer.
Yes, yes it is. And that might explain the muddy boots. Sort of. It would explain the mud. I don't know why. I still don't know why she's wearing boots that big. Yeah, but... Wait.
The same green mark is on the victim's lips.
Mm-hmm.
Her coffee was spiked with fertilizer.
Ew.
Someone clearly wanted her dead. Ah, the case of the dead lab
A
assistant.
most deadly brew. Achievement unlocked.
Gone before her time. Was it poison? Yes. A blow to the head? Yes. An accident? Certainly not. No footprints in an unshattered mug?
Oh, right, the mug would have broken, or at the very least, the mug would be cracked if it fell to the floor, like if she slipped to a hard tiled floor. Cracked at least, broken at most.
She was killed somewhere else and carried here.
Mm-hmm.
This is the story of a scorned ex-lover,
Jenny?
the gardener, enacting his revenge.
Jenny, it might not be the gardener. They might have just been in the garden. Well, I think you need a little more evidence to prove that it's the gardener,
Jenny!
specifically.
A deadly brew of fertilizer and caffeine coursing through the veins.
That's quite enough, thank you.
Okay, okay.
What happens to the gardener?
Is this gonna be on the test? Remember, class, even the smartest criminals make mistakes. This is how we catch a killer.
But what's the point of all this?
Yeah, there hasn't been a murder in Arthurton in years.
Every town has a dark side, even Arthurton.
And just because there hasn't been a murder in a while doesn't mean you don't occasionally need to learn how to deal with a murder or prepare for one just in case. I mean, isn't that why we have fire drills and stuff?
By doubting, we are led to question. And by questioning, we arrive at the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's all for today. Don't forget, next class is our field trip to the morgue.
Ugh. Wow, what a field trip.
So have a light lunch.
Yeah. Definitely light.
The students need to think for themselves, Jenny.
Yeah, they do.
That's why they're here at Gumboldt. To learn.
Jam.
I just figured we all had places to go. Speaking of which,
And where are you off to, young lady?
I'm a dead body mom, remember? Dead bodies don't tell. See ya.
Wait, before you go, I have something for you.
Cool. What is it?
If I told you, that would spoil the fun, wouldn't it?
The LeClues didn't simply hand each other presents.
Oh dear, it's gotten... So much time has gone by. I wanted to keep going with this as a first test. I don't know where I should stop, because I don't know if the game is saved. How do I know if the game is saved? So, I guess I will just cut the video off here and just start a new video and just keep going until I'm sure the game is saved or something. So, so this has been Emerald Lupin, starting up at Jenny LeClue Detectivu, a sort of... Well, at a certain point, the game's going to be blind for me. But, this looks like it's going to be fun, and hopefully the game won't crash. at some point down the line. So remember, if you like this video, please remember to do things like press that like button, leave a comment, and tell me how I'm doing. Do you like this game? Have you heard of this game? What do you think of it so far? Are you excited to see the rest of this? I am. I want to see the end of this game. Pardon me. Really? A phone call while I was doing the outro. Anyway, also consider subscribing to my channel if you want to, or just sharing this with your friends on social media. I really should have done this a long while ago. I could have done this, when did I buy this? October? I don't remember. It's well, you'll see, it's fall in this game. I should have done it earlier. Why didn't I do it? I'm so ridiculous. But you can also check out some of my other playlists, like Epic Battle Fantasy V version 2.0, a great indie Steam game that started as a Flash game. It is a really fun game. It's one of my favorites of all time. Or you can check out another puzzle game, The Cabinets of Dr. Arcana, which is another indie game. Or, let's see, which other one do I want to mention? Hand of Fate 2, a console game, which is really fun. It's a really weird mix, and I'm having fun playing it, even if the game is proving a little tough for me. So I'll see you guys next time with more of Jenny LeClue Detectivu. Yeah. Bye.